inside the high post left. Turns on Crowder, explodes toward the basket, and stuffs with two hands. They can't stop Giannis tonight. He's up to 39.
He's just a physical force with enough of a handle that if you're in his grill, he's going right around.
They're big there. Marquez Doris Burke with the call on ESPN Radio as Giannis goes for 41. And the Bucks win Game 3 of the NBA Finals. 120-100 was the final score. The series deficit now cut to 2-1. Giannis also had 13 rebounds, so with the 40 and 13, made him the third player in NBA Finals history with a 40-point double-double in back-to-back games. He joins LeBron James and Shaq in that category. Coverage of Game 4, we got to wait till Wednesday, everybody, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio. To the 2020 Euro 2020. Italy claimed its first championship since 1968 in the Euros with a 3-2 penalty shootout victory against England. The win gave Italy its sixth major tournament title and extended its unbeaten streak to 34 straight games, one shy of matching the all-time record. What a finish. Shohei Ohtani leads the way in the 2021 Home Run Derby, which you can see tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and hear it on ESPN Radio. So the two-way player is the headliner tonight. Ohtani leads the majors with 33 home runs this season. Yeah, at the break, the first pitcher and first Japanese-born player to ever compete in this event. SportsCenter, brought to you by California Almonds. Country versus country, you versus the home printer. No matter the competition, you need natural fuel. Almonds are exactly that fuel for the best you. Almonds are natural, energy-packed, stay on task, feel good fuel to power you through. California Almonds, own your everyday, every day.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin on the road to training camp. Count down the days to the football and getting you ready for the season.
I like this kind of party. We're going to be here all day, baby.
Countdown to training camp. We're in single digits. Are we not, Pat Costello? 9 days? Do we have that right?
Correct.
9 days till training
smell
camp.
it.
You can smell it, can't you?
I can smell it.
You get excited this time of year. You start
The
feeling
grass, you can smell the grass.
like fresh cut grass. You got the humidity in the air.
The humidity, the grass. You got all that. It's wet early in the morning when you walk out there.
That morning dew right there on the
morning
turf.
dew, all that. Dudes walking in with flip-flops with sleepy eyes. They come in the training room to get taped, mad because they got to get up, not feeling great. You can feel it.
No, this is that time of year you start to feel it and you start to get ready for it. You start to think about what your team can be. I always feel like this is the season of hope in the NFL because every team feels like they got a shot, no matter who you are.
Oh, absolutely.
Even the Jets, you feel like you got a shot.
Man. When I came in my first year, I thought I was going to Super Bowl. My second year, I thought I was going to Super Bowl again. Every year. Oh, we going to Super Bowl. We good.
You just feel
even
like
though I know we not good, I'm just gonna lie to myself just in case.
Right. Maybe something can happen. We'll get some luck. Things will work our way. Whatever it is, somebody will be a surprise player. But there's always that excitement about your team. Now, if you have a young quarterback, there's that anticipation of what they can become. You and I had this discussion while we were on First Take on Friday when it comes to second-year quarterbacks that are coming into this season. Yeah. And we were discussing like which one would have the most pressure on them in this season. And so the options that we have here today to discuss, because you and I had Jalen Hurts, you had Jordan Love. But also Tua Tagovailoa is another guy that certainly we could discuss, Joe Burrow, and then Justin Herbert. So out of those five, and I know you took Jordan Love on Friday, but let's just include these all five. Which one do you think has the most pressure on them next season?
I still think
it's
Jordan Love. I mean, you're taking over a team, much like I said to you last week. You're taking over a team that's gone to 2 NFC championship games, and the hope and prayer for the Green Bay Packer fans and the Milwaukee area fans, or whatever you want to call it, is we're going back to the NFC championship game and we're going to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Because the only thing that right now is missing from them right now is the quarterback. Everything else is
they have all the pieces that got them to a Final Four.
They still got Kenny Clark. They still have Adams. They've added Amari Rodgers at the receiver position. They got everything. Aaron Jones. They got it all. And all you have to do as a young quarterback with a team like that is to not allow him to make the necessary mistakes that could cost you. Mm-hmm. I point to the New York Jets, and I use that as an example because they went to 2 straight NFC championship games with Mark Sanchez by not allowing him to make those mistakes. The moment that they unleashed him is when Rex Ryan got fired.
That was a veteran roster just like this one is, but it also was a team that focused on defense and running the football. Is Aaron Jones just going to have to carry the load? Like when we talk about what's more important for them and not to have Jordan Love do too much, that puts a lot of pressure on their running game then.
Well, first of all, they're in a division that's not strong.
True.
Tom Brady was in the division with the Jets. Okay, so there was a different situation. New England was a good football team.
Yeah. Well, the Bears are not going to be easy.
But it's not going to be easy, but we don't really know what the Bears are.
Well, Minnesota.
We don't know. Did you see Minnesota last year? Like, we don't know what they are. And so we at least know that if Aaron Rodgers steps underneath the center, he's now the Green Bay Packers are now considered one of the top 4 teams in the NFC.
Right.
So you know what that is. Jordan Love coming in, the clock was speeded up. They didn't expect to have to play Jordan Love this year.
No.
2023, 2024, maybe he takes over. Aaron Rodgers threw a monkey wrench in that program by essentially saying right now, I'm not going to play for you. Now they've had to speed that clock up. There's a lot of pressure on this young man to not screw it up because there's veteran guys in that locker room that's sitting there saying themselves, Devontae Adams is saying not only do I have to deal with this from a contract standpoint coming up, I also got to be able to perform to help my team win. If I don't perform as a receiver, who else you going to throw the damn ball to? So all of those sort of little things add pressure to this young man. And you can Jalen Hurts. There's no pressure on Jalen Hurts. They don't even have a team. You could name 2 people on that team right now.
But I'm going to tell you why it's Jalen Hurts, and it has nothing to do with the team. See, I feel like the pressure, when we say this, which quarterback has the most pressure on them, pressure isn't just about, well, I've got to play well so my team performs.
Yes, but
pressure is survival in the league. And to me, Jordan Love he's got runway because the pressure's more on the front office.
No.
They're the ones that drafted him. They've got to get him ready.
He don't have any runway.
All right.
Because if you waste these
opportunities. Where are you going, to Blake Bortles? What are you going to do?
You're wasting opportunities. You cannot waste the opportunity to be good when you have a good team.
I understand what you're saying on that front. I'm not saying there's no pressure. What I'm saying is the most pressure or more pressure. I look at Jalen Hurts, and I look at a guy that has a chance right now to either establish himself as exactly what they said. He's our guy. We're trading Carson Wentz. We're moving on. This is our guy. This is our guy. We believe in him. He's a guy that the locker room seemed to rally around. The performance certainly wasn't there. Like he didn't give you anything, or at least enough last year to say, 100%, this is the guy, he's your guy. But it's like we need to see more. But if I'm Jalen Hurts, the pressure's on myself. I'd be putting pressure on myself thinking, all right, I gotta establish this job. I gotta take this job. And if I don't, I'm going to become a Tyrod Taylor where I'm just going around the league, but I'm not ever going to be a QB1 full time. This is his chance to prove that. And if he doesn't, they're going to draft a new quarterback.
That's a different type of pressure.